EA Sports in the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell will kick off for Pittsburgh.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go from Pittsburgh. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35.
Ready, break! Ready!
He'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Sanders will throw it. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and that'll set up fourth down.
Ready up! Let's go now! Viking 18! Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
They'll try to throw for it with Sanders. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game. They convert on fourth down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started. And the last one results in a first down.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the gun, it's Shador. This one intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll take this one in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Steelers. For Aaron Rodgers, touchdown pass number 509 on his NFL career, moving him past Brett Favre into fourth all-time, trailing only Tom Brady, Drew Brees, and Peyton Manning. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line.
Come on. Hey.
On play action, Shador. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
60 by
A give to Ford on the zone read. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Third down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. They get 12 yards on that pass. It's a Browns first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
Here's a screen set up for 4. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. Backs to the open man, it's Tillman. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Got it. Ready?
We go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Go! 70 Timberwolves.
On the handoff, 4. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Cameron Hayward, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. They bring Judy in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And I think his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Sanders on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Deontay Johnson, the intended target there. And it's going to be 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, it's Sanders. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Turnover on down.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, Rodgers. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
A 1st down throw from Rodgers. Out wide, that's Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. This duo, dynamite. 18 yards on that connection, and another 1st.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Wanarani brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 21. That's a Steeler 1st down.
Well, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch right there, and that's something that every offense stresses. The ability to be equally effective run and pass on any given snap. They follow up the successful pass play with a big explosive run.
319.
Rodgers on 1st down. Forced out left. This is caught at 2. And he'll take it on in. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's his 3rd touchdown hit this year. Greg, offensive coordinator's script at the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive, they've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build on this lead here early, it's going to be a long day for this defense.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
Okay, ready?
They'll throw on first down with Sanders. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here we go.
On second down, Sanders. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. The rookie from Colorado on target with that throw. His guys have a first down.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's got to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. So after one, 14-0 is our score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Start of the second. Browns in control of the football. We're looking at a second down and 9 to go. Now it's Sanders. That's going to be intercepted. That's into the hands of T.J. Watt. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
319.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Second and 10. They'll go again with Robinson. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Back north.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The drive starts with a carry by 4. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
70, 70. 70,
A run straight ahead, that's Ford, who managed to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Cole Holcomb in on the tackle.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That one going to land a little too close to the goal line. Doesn't stop into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a toss left side for Robinson. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On first down, it's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
At this point, Mike, it's clear this defense just doesn't have a lot of answers right now for this run game. A combination of the job being done up front by the offensive line and the big playability of this running back.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
319.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That is Hunt. What a throw. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. On for the extra point is Boswell. And he missed it. That's a rare miss for the veteran. They are unable to add on the point after.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Oh, that is a dunk on the kickoff. Not only doesn't it reach the landing zone, that's going to be spotted beyond the 40-yard line. Couple of first downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10, up at the 42.
Let's go now. Ready.
Play action. It's Sanders. Left side, he's got the Joku. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
First down.
They give it, and it's 4. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Cameron Hayward, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Ready, set.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Let's go.
Now, Shador. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
258.
Here's Robinson. And a good run there. Get him 5 yards.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
319. Jump out. 6 yards.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Like, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Here we go. Here we go. Gravity Lions.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. His throw left is complete with Judy. 12 yards on that hookup. 1st down, Cleveland.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
He'll run with 4. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
He finds Judy on that one. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Here's Flacco. That one intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. He's inside the 40. Still going. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick six for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick six.
Roswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers able to add on. It is now 27-0.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Their own 28-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Open this drive on the ground with 4. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was brought down by Cole Fulton. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing, Flacco. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. When that last possession results in the pick, you'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. And instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He's on for the 2nd time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick.
Justice Hill on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Blue 58. Blue 58.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
319.
2nd down, Rodgers. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup for number 19. And it's a 1st down.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
58.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Here's Rodgers. He'll find his big target. Had Freiermuth. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
Third and 12.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
On third down, Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On fourth down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Justice Hill to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
58! 58!
On the give, it's Robinson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Here's a second and 12.
319!
Another run here for Robinson. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
319! Jump out!
A-Rod out of the gun here on third down. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
is taken at his own 30. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
To throw is Flacco. This is intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Get 300! Get 300!
From the gun, Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
Back to 58!
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. He finds Metcalf on the slant. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
319!
To the air once more, it's Rodgers. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9.
319!
A run up the middle with Warren. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Off the play fake, Rodgers. That is caught by the tight end. Pat Fryermuth. Touchdown, Steelers. That his 1st touchdown this year. Boswell now for the extra point. no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. They'll run a toss play, and it's 4. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Side of midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
First and 10. Off. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver. They get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid gain.
There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Flacco to throw. Open man, and that's Tillman. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
A gain of 5. First down, Cleveland.
Here's Ford heading left. And, oh, they smacked him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Flacco. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And he's going to be close to the first down. Welcome just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up third and short yardage. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Well, he only needed 1 yard, but that play was doomed from the start. I mean, the defense sold out and brought everybody, and the ball carrier saw it and started running in the wrong direction.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. Here's Flacco to throw. That complete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the third quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue. And I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
He'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Brought down by Martin Emerson. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
Blue 58.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
319.
Fourth quarter begins on the ground.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, Shaq. Let's go.
Once again, it's Warren. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of 2.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Third and 6.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panthers.
Throwing, Rudolph. Out wide, that's Robinson. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
A gain of 3.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Left side, he's got the Njoku. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look. Led to a nice game. So they're trying to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest game.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. The motion man is Johnson. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete. Jerome Ford was the intended receiver there. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. The Browns getting their punting team out there, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. On the return, it's Hill. Whoa. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
At their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Get 300! 58!
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 43-yard line.
Give, and here comes Robinson. He's got it. That's a 1st down up across midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd was the intended target for that one, and it'll be 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
2nd and 10.
Blue 58!
Play action now with Rodgers. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And he will get into the end zone. Pat Freiermuth, touchdown Steelers. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. This pass caught by Judy. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Flacco. Cedric Tillman was the intended target. It's second down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact. It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here we go, here we go.
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
A carry here for Warren. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Rodgers. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver.
It's second down.
And it'll lead to a second down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
That one complete. It's Tyler Boyd. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
3rd and inches.
319.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. This one runs out of steam off the crossbar and comes back. No good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. The drive starts with a carry, 5-4. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 9.
Let's go.
Here's Flacco. Going deep downfield for Judy. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. To throw is Flacco. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
He isn't able to secure that grab through the contact, and they're quickly running out of possessions to get back into this game, Mike. I mean, their chance to come back was already slim to none, but slim might have went just out the window as that ball hit the turf.
No. Green 18.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Rodgers. He's got Fryermuth open on the left side. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. 3rd down and 3.
158.
From the gun, Rodgers. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Even though that interception, it probably won't have much of an impact on the outcome of the game, but at least defensively it gives them something positive to build off of, because up until that point, this game's been a struggle.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now, here comes the screen to Ford.
Flacco's pass complete to Jerome Ford. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Steelers' 39-yard line.
2nd and a yard. Here we go. One final play. Going deep downfield for Judy. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers, winners